Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Roger again, Groovis Games Unlimited, and welcome back to the next video in the Evolution of Dungeon Crusade series. And I think you're really going to enjoy this one a lot, and it's going to clarify a lot of stuff for you for the different editions of Dungeon Crusade. So welcome back, and glad you're here. It's a late Friday evening right now, so I hope everyone's doing good. And I said before in the other video, that I've been working on the final quest cards of the game. There's not much left to do. And for the last 2 days, I've been doing this. So it's nice to get out, take a break, recalibrate, and show you some of this final content and explain it. To me, that's very important because I always want you to see we're always progressing this game. I'm always on this game because I want it done. I mean, we got an expansion I want to work on. So let's start with what you're going to get with the different editions, because some people were really asking that, and I'm going to say one big thing after I'm done that I said millions of times. If you have pledged for the Knight of the Realm edition of Dungeon Crusade, that's like the entry level, but still there's a ton of stuff even in that one. You're gonna get this game here. Let me lower this down. This is Tower Tech. Oh, actually the Village board, all of these games you see, I created these 4 games, and I worked with Damien Mamality. And Damien was an artist on 2015's RPG of the Year, The Witcher 3. All of these artists are incredible, and Damien is no exception. His art is incredible. And when we were working on these 4 games, I said, I really want a retro theme, for everything. I want this to look like you pulled it out of a closet from like the late 70s or early 80s. And Damien went advanced retro. The stuff is amazing. So I wanted to give a shout out to Damien. Man, I love you. You killed this. The first game, now this comes standard with all editions of Dungeon Crusade. Knight of the Realm, Crusader of the Realm, and Master of the Realm. This is a little game I created called Tower Attack. And one of my favorite games growing up was Dark Tower. So in the spirit of that, and kind of a tip of the hat, it kind of looks like Dark Tower a little bit. And in this game that you have to take the tower back from the evil skeleton army, actually the ravaged undead. And so this is like a dice pushing game. Very, very fun game. So this comes standard in all editions, okay? And then, Crusader of the Realm edition, you get Tower Attack, but that's the only House of Chance game you get. But in that one, you get the Avalon Adventure board game, in which I mentioned before, that's what we're working on next. That's the last big thing to do. And it's not that big. It's just typing on cards, the adventure cards. All the assets are done for it. It's a matter of typing text. That's it. So Crusader of the Realm, you'll get Tower Attack and the Avalon Adventure board game. And then if you pledged for the Master of the Realm, you get all 4 House of Chance games. And we're going to get to House of Chance. I think you know what it is. But you'll get, of course, Tower Attack. And you'll get, this is one of my favorite ones here, The Adventures of Bravely the Knight. You have to go through this little dungeon, and you take your cardboard miniature of Bravely, and you get a hero card. And then you have to go through here, and then you can win gold that the heroes can use in the village. So you'll get that. And then this very cool one right here. This is a game called Heroes versus Monsters. And again, look at this. This art is like, holy mackerel. So retro. Heroes versus Monsters. The heroes start out here in the Chapel of Light. And the monsters are invading, trying to take over the Chapel of Light. And it's like kind of initiative-based, simple battle system. Heroes have some special abilities that they can use. And then there's a few different monster types I created. The Grunt, Skeleton Warrior. Me and Skeleton Warriors. You knew that was going to be in there. The Wizard, and then finally a Beast, like the toughest one. And what you do is you draw one of the cards. So you start out at level 1. And if you could see that here, it says you bet 100, you can win 200. You flip the card over, and it'll tell you here how to set up the game. And then, of course, like if we did it, like you just saw, we'd put these 3 grunts right here. And like grunts can move twice, where no other monster can move. And then the heroes get to move. They have action points. It's a fun little game, and you can, win gold. And then, so then it goes up to level 8. And of course, they get much harder. Like, look at level 5. I mean, you have a wizard coming out, 4 grunts, and a skeleton warrior. So it gets pretty tough, but your rewards get better. Or I'm sorry, what you could win. And finally, a very awesome game Skulljack. And this is just basically, it's like a simple form of blackjack. Um, Up to 3 heroes can play. And it's real simple. There's no like splitting or insurance, nothing. Quite simply, a hero can bet 200 gold. On a win, they win 200 gold. You know, they win their bet back in 200. If Skulljack and a hero is tied, bets are returned. Except if the dealer hits, if Skulljack hits 21, he wins. And Skulljack hits on a 16, holds on a 17. And we're going to be playing this one in the new playthrough. We're going to play Tower Attack and this one. Um, and then you up here, you put the gold in. It's 2,000 gold. Starts out with 2,000 gold. So on Celebration Day, which we're going to go over and check out, you can win 2,000 gold. But what I wanted to share with you is, and I'm sure the backers remember this, I let them pick the card backing for this. You're getting a custom deck of cards for Skulljack. How cool is that? And one of the updates, I just said, hey, why don't you backers pick a nice backing? You know, we designed the stuff, and they got to pick the backing that was going to be on that. And with Grubus Games Unlimited, our backers are #1, and they had a lot of input on stuff they wanted to see in the game, and that was important to me. So you're going to have a cool deck of Skulljack playing cards with that. And so that is with the Master of the Realm edition, that you get all 4 games. And that's so, but what I wanted to say was the big thing, and we're going over here to talk about the House of Chance. So this would be for Celebration Day. What Celebration Day is when your heroes get done completing their quests. Like for say they're working on quest table 1 and they complete them, they go back to Celebration Day. They can buy, more health potions, elixirs, torches. They can get a blessing for 200 gold. Sometimes they will just get an angel. An angel will follow them, but then sometimes despair will happen. A feeling of desolation consumes you. So you can get a blessing. Blessings can only be revealed when you return to the dungeon. You're not allowed to look at it until you return to the dungeon. We're going to get to all this in the playthrough. You can go to the academy, get new special abilities. This is all the heroes' special abilities here, so that is a lot. But I put them all there. So that's where those go. They can shop in the blacksmith for new stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Sleep at the tavern up here to regain essence. And there's some healing down here in the temple. But if you notice here, that little building here is the House of Chance. And that's what these games are. That when the heroes go to Celebration Day, they can, there's only one game, I'm going to get to this, and they bet gold, and they could hopefully win some gold in the process. And so what I was going to say was, and it's the biggest misconception, and I hope everyone, because I know the backers clown with me because I hammer this home. If you get the Master of the Realm and you have all 4 House of Chance games, you do not use all 4 House of Chance games. These games are going to have numbers on them. You roll a d4, that's the game that shows up. You never use all 4. You'll break the game. The heroes will be swimming in gold. So remember that. Only one game per Celebration Day shows up, and it's random. Or you could house rule it so something shows up. But to me, that's the way I made it. It's random. And so before I go with this, I thought it would be kind of cool to show you Tower Attack, if you'd like to see this. Hopefully get this in view. Let me get my new dice tower that was sent to me from Joseph. Joseph, I really love this dice tower. It is so awesome. So I'm trying to think how to do this here. How about like that? Okay, so let's say that the heroes are at Celebration Day. I think you can see that good, right? Heroes are at Celebration Day, and you get to pick one hero. So we're going to say that our wizard, Zeke here, starts out. He's going to play Tower Attack. Now over here, hopefully you can see this, level 1. You start out, you take one of your red tokens, start out at level 1. And there's 3 numbers here, but then these 3 colors, purple, orange, and green. You take those dice. And what you do is, I don't have any gold on me, but we would have to bet 100 gold. You have 3 attempts to get that number that's shown or exceed it. And you could set successive rolls aside. This is a fun little dice pushing game. I have never made it to level 8. That's you have to get triple 11s. It's super tough. So let's have some fun. Let's play this and let you see this because I love playing these games. Um, okay, we're at level 1. We're going to say we bet 100. Remember, we have 3 tries. We have to get a purple on the purple die a 4, green die a 3, and on the orange one a 4. Okay, so on the green die we got a 6, so we exceeded that, and we actually cleared it. So we got a 9 on the orange die, and we got a 7. So what would happen is we would go into the bank from the village, take 200 gold, and we could stop or continue. Well, we're going to keep going here. So I'm going to go up to the next level. We're going to say this one's 200. We could win 400. So let's roll. Oh, I'm sorry. And we have to beat a 5 on the purple die. We only got a 4, so we have to roll again. A 9 on the orange die. We had to get a 5. And then a 4 on the green die, and we got a 5. We just made that one. So this would be our second attempt, and we are going to roll again. We need to get a 5 or greater. And we got an 8. So that's how that works. And I'm coming up on the 12-minute mark on my camera. But I hope that you liked, I'm going to have to cut it short because I don't want to get, cut off with this. But that's pretty much tower attack, and then it gets tougher and tougher as you go up, and so you have to decide whether you want to take your winnings, or, keep going. So there you go. These are the House of Chance games. When you come back, we're going to do a huge set change. All this will be gone, and the whole complete edition of Dungeon Crusade will be set up for you. And we're going to go over the reveal of the scenario page. You're really going to enjoy this, I think. So come on back. I will just see you in a few. Bye-bye.